My name is Dr. Mohammad Shahidul Islam. I work for Atlantic International University as an academic and publication advisor since 2013. Since then, I have supervised more than 500 students in different disciplines at Atlantic International University in fulfilling their academic dreams. We have started our publication initiative to help our beloved students and alumni since August 2024. Since then, I am happy to announce that I have helped more than 80 students and alumni to publish their work in different recognized journals. Among those, 20% was published from our alumni and 80% was published by our students. But I am happy to announce that since inception of Atlantic International University and till today, more than 1,000 articles have been published by our student and alumni. It is very encouraging figure. Our effort is to help each and every student who is studying at Atlantic International University to publish at least one article from their endeavor during their study tenure or after their graduation. Atlantic International University has educational direction to accommodate UNESCO 2030 goal to sustainable development in its educational activity. Your intended research publication is in line with UNESCO 2030 goal number 4, that is quality education. Your publication in a good journal will ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all because it will give you recognition and will help your fellow researcher in acquiring quality education as a reference. Today's talk will be, but not limited to, the following topics. First, we will talk about your publication journey. It will be followed by an introduction on what is journal publication. Then we'll talk about why journal publication, since publication is not so easy. So it is good to know why you are going to accomplish it. Then we will talk about journal publication of your research work. Then we will focus on how we can support you in organizing your journal article. Then I will narrate how to write an article in a scholarly format for journal publication. Then we will give a short brief on book publication. Then we will talk about patent accomplishment. Then we will talk about Atlantic International University publication aid to its student. Then we will review to publish journal article to go through the details. It will give you solid idea on how published journal article looks like. Then I will open the floor to our respected participants to put me questions. And I will request them to ask me relevant question because a relevant question will not help anybody. Then I will conclude with some conclusion. Now let's talk about your publication journey. Dear fellow friends, today I will introduce an alternate idea of your research work that is publish your research accomplishment in a journal. Many fellow students are afraid to publish their work in a journal. They think it is tricky, but in reality, it is not that much tricky at all. Many of you may have written later to your partner or friends. There, sometimes you describe a story. Similarly, a journal article is like a living story. There, you describe accomplishment of your research work from beginning to end in a structured way and scholarly fashion. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about what is journal publication. A journal is a collection of articles and is published periodically throughout the year. A journal publication is a scholarly publication containing articles written by scholars, professors, and other experts. Journal focus on a specific discipline or field of study. Unlike newspaper and magazine, journals are intended for an academic or technical audience, not for general readers. A student asked me, I talk about journal is a collection of articles. And then I talk journal focus on a specific story. Why it is anomaly? It is not anomaly at all because journal database that publish your work publish articles from different students from different institutions. So they publish a collection of articles. But when you write an article, it should be focused on a specific field or at least not more than two or three. So there should not be discrepancy with this, I think. So are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about why journal publication. Most journal publications are peer-reviewed publication. It means your journal article has been reviewed and ratified by experts in your subject area before publication. Once this is done, your journal article constitutes authentication to be accepted by scholars worldwide. Journal publication is important in both engaging in professional communication and advancing scientific knowledge and improving human life. Publishing article in a journal can give your work visibility among other researchers in your field outside of your immediate circle of contacts and colleagues. Journal publication can make your work more discoverable as they are already been read by circles of interested readers. Your published journal article constitutes solid basis to be referred by future fellow researchers. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about journal publication of your research work. Before journal publication, you need to compile and write up your research work compatible to a standard journal format. Before doing that, it is good to answer a few relevant questions like, are you interested in publishing your work? Are you organized to do this? Do you have experience in reviewing journal in the area of your interest? Can you write your final thesis in research format? Do you want international recognition or acclaim for your research work? Do you want your research work to be referred by fellow researchers? Do you want worldwide acceptance of your research work? Do you want to increase weight of your CV by incorporating your research outcome? Do you want to be a competent candidate in finding a job in the area of your interest? Do you want to be a qualified researcher? Do you want to create an impact in your area of interest? If answer to few of these questions are yes, you are a qualified researcher to publish your work in a journal. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about how we can support you in organizing your articles. In order to write article, you need to review several journal articles in your subject area to understand the suitable format. Ensure your article aligns with the chosen journal guidelines. Then adapt your thesis content to fit with the journal article format. Focus on most significant finding and contribution of your research work. Pay special attention in result and discussion section because this results and discussion section will act as an antecedent to be accepted in a reputed journal. Then you need to submit your article to the chosen journal from browser. The journal editorial team will evaluate and review your submission. Then you need to be prepared to make any necessary revision based on the feedback you receive. After that, if your article is accepted, you may need to pay article processing cost directly to the journal. This cost can vary from 50 US dollar up to 6,500 US dollar depending on the journal. Note that this article processing cost is a standard practice in academic publishing and is not a requirement by Atlantic International University. It is solely managed by the journal. Then once accepted, your article will be available online. Then use your published article as a reference in your CV and highlight it in your list of accomplishments. Our team at Atlantic International University is here to assist you throughout this process. We can help you organize your manuscript and submit it to the right journal for acceptance and publication. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about how to write article in a scholarly format for journal publication. This section is very important. Please pay special attention to this section. Writing a journal article can seem daunting, but with the right structure and guidance, it becomes a manageable and rewarding task. Here is a step-by-step format to help you structure your journal article. Follow this blueprint to ensure your paper meets the standard of academic journal. Journal format varies from journal to journal. To be specific, please browse the specific journal's website and read the instruction to the author or how to write manuscript in the journal format. There they have described everything you need to write up your own manuscript. First, you need to write a good title. Craft a clear and concise title that reflects the essence and integral notion of your research. Then you need to write the author's names and affiliation, list all authors involved in research, including their institutional affiliation. I have helped more than 80 students to publish articles in different journals, but I have seen 90% of them have not followed the proper format in writing uh, the author's name and affiliation. I don't know why it is. It is very, very simple. Simply write down your name, and if you have co-author, write down their name. Then underneath, you need to write up the institution you are affiliated to. If you are still a student of Atlantic International University, simply write down the school you study. It could be science or social science or business administration school. Then write the name of the university, addresses, and underneath you can insert your email address for correspondence. That's it. It's not tricky at all with compared to the text of the manuscript. Then you need to write the 5 keywords. Identify 5 key terms that are central to your research. By tagging these keywords, a finder can find your article. Then you need to write the introduction. Introduce your research topic, its significance, and objective of your study. Cite at least 10 to 20 references in support of your scholarly argument, uh, which constitute relevance of your work. Then you need to write problem description. Describe the problem you or research addresses. This section needs to be 50 to 150 words, not more. Then you need to write research objective. Clearly state the objective and goals of your research. Write down 3 to 5 points. Each point should not be more than 15 words long. Then you need to write materials and methods. Describe the materials and methods used in your research to ensure reproducibility. Methods need to be referred by appropriate references. Then you need to write theoretical background. Discuss the theoretical framework and existing literature related to your research work. Then you need to write results and discussion. Present your findings and discuss their implication in the context of your research question and objective. Use graphical presentation of your results and discuss with logical interpretation. You can also use tabular presentation and discuss the table data accordingly. Results and discussion section is actually the heart of your manuscript. The more nicely you will write up results and discussion section, there will be more chance to get your work accepted in a reputed journal. Then you need to write up the conclusion, summarize your key findings and their significance, and suggest potential direction for future research. Then you need to write acknowledge individuals or organizations that support your research. Then you need to write the list of symbols. If applicable, provide a list of symbols used in your research. Then you need to write the references. Include all references cited in your research paper. And follow the journal guideline to write up the proper format of references, because every journal have their own format to write references. Please consult the journal's guidelines and write up your references accordingly. And formatting guideline is like this: use a 10 or 12 point font size, single space text, aim for a length of 8 to 12 pages. This is approximately 3,500 to 5,000 words in total for a standard scholarly article. Here are few suggestions where you can submit your work for evaluation and review. From Atlantic International University, I have received instruction to direct our student to the listed journal. And listed journals are recognized journals. So if you can publish your work in SAR, Semigo journal ranking journal, then your work will be accepted worldwide and you will get international recognition and your work. Your chosen journal, whether it is listed in recognized database, you can take it by using two different browser. One is Scopus and another is Simigo JR. So go to this website and copy and paste the name of your journal, then you will know if it is indexed in the recognized database. One is Scopus and another is Simigo JR. And why you will do this, you need to know as well. So you need to do this because Simigo journal ranking will help you to accomplish worldwide acceptance, quality assurance, and recognition. Indirectly will help you to get a better job. It will indirectly help you to get promotion in your related job. It will give you worldwide exposure, and it will give your affiliated institution to increase its credential, reputation, and recognition. It will help you to grow continuously and many, many more. So please try to do this because you are studying and you need to be recognized. So in order to do this, follow this instruction to get what you are looking for throughout your research endeavor. Two database or publisher are highly recognized in internationally scholar area. One of these is Elsevier. I have tried to insert few web pages. After this talk, I will upload today's PowerPoint presentation and the journal article that will be shown to you. In chat option, you can download this resource material and go through this afterwards. It will give you ample opportunity to be educated to write a journal article by yourself. And maybe I can post this right away so that you will have time to download these resources. Yeah. So now I have posted two resources, and Yes, I have posted two resources. Please download this and it will give you ample opportunity to get education in order to write up a article by your own. So, like the LCBR, another publisher is Springer. This is also a highly reputed journal, usually world-renowned professors, experts, and scholars send their manuscript for evaluation and review out there in Elsevier or Springer journal. Then I have written names of few journals where you can think about, but most of these are not listed in SJR, but they have no article. One of these journal is Current Trend in Engineering Sciences, then Academia Journal of Scientific Research. I do not recommend to submit your work in Academia Journal of Scientific Research because they take almost a year to get published an accepted article. Then there are other journals, for example, Archives of Current Research International. It has also low article posting cost. Then we had collaboration with few journals like Scholar Publishing. Scholar Publishing have different journals. For example, European Journal of Applied Sciences, then Archive of Business Research, Advanced in Social Science Research Journal, then British Journal of Healthcare and Medical Research, then Transaction of Engineering and Computer Sciences, then Discovery in Agriculture and Food Science, and our student receive discounted article posting cost from them. And discounted cost could be as low as 70% from them. You refer to us. You need to write along with your manuscript that you are a student of Atlantic International University and you are entitled to get 70% discount in article posting cost, then you will be able to obtain this from them. Then there are a few other journals, for example, American International Journal of Humanities and Social Sciences, and Humanities and Social Science Letters. Humanities and Social Science Letter, this is SJR rank journal. And then International Journal of Innovative Research and Scientific Studies. We have collaboration with these journals. This is SJR ranked and Q3 or Q2 uh, journal and recognized journal. But the problem is they have high article posting cost. They have article posting cost nearly about 1,500. Sometimes they provide discount not more than 100 or $2. So you can think to publish. One of my students have published an article in this journal last month. Then there are other journals, for example, International Advances in Economic Research. This is also a ranked journal and published from Springer database. Then there are a few other journals, for example, of American Research Journal of Humanities and Social Science. This is unranked journal. Then there are a few other journals, for example, International Journal of Arts and Humanities, International Journal of Education and Human Development, then International Journal of Social Science and Business, International Journal of Business Management and Commerce, and Applied Science Research periodicals. We have collaboration with Applied Science Research periodicals. Our students get 70% discount if they get accepted in this journal. And this journal offer as low as 40 pound sterling per accepted manuscript from our students. But it is totally depend up to you where you would like to submit your work for evaluation and review. But before sending it, consider two things. If it is SJR listed or Scoopers listed, and if it is internationally recognized. Otherwise, your work will not get international acclaim of recognition. Then few of my students want to publish their work as a book, especially those who can write a dissertation but unable to convert their dissertation into a journal. They can think to publish their whole book. Here are few guidelines for them. You need to organize your book. For this, you need to craft a title that reflect your book content, like journal article. Then you can write few words on dedication. You can dedicate your book to the sweet memories of your beloved one and acquaintance. Then you can write a forward preface or summary of your book by yourself as an author. Then you can include few words from your seniors or editors who can write few words in support of your book. It will be a good additive in your book. Then you need to organize your book content, and this will include a description on need and driving force for documentation. Write why you have documented your book. What drives you? What is the momentum behind writing up your book? This could be interested to the intended readers. Then you need to write you need to develop the book content from beginning to end. Unlike journal article, book is not stipulated to any length. You can write as many pages as you can in book, as long as it is logically valid, scholarly acceptable, and scientifically justifiable. Then you can document key messages to your book to the intended readers. Write the key messages you want to deliver to your intended reader throughout your books. Then you need to write the conclusion of your book, conclude the book, uh, highlight the significant contribution of your book. And Kindle Direct Publishing from Amazon and Lambert Academic Publishing do not cost anything. You can publish your book free of cost in Kindle Direct Publishing or Lambert Academic Publishing. And Scholar Publishing publish electronic book at as low as £150 sterling. We have collaboration with Scholarly Publishing. Our students enjoy discounted cost in publishing their book as an ebook with them. Usually they have a book processing cost 250 pound sterling, but our student get £100 sterling discount. They are book accepted and book. But it is possible to publish your thesis as an as like journal article up to 30 printed pages long at discounted cost of 50. Telling this means if your book is up to 30 printed pages long, you can publish your book as a journal article to Scholar Publishing. Probably it is the European Journal of Applied Sciences at the article processing cost of journal article, that is £50 sterling. So if your thesis is up to 50 pages long, you can publish your book as like journal article at the article processing cost of article, that is £50 sterling. Few of my students want to accomplish patent accomplishment. This is very fascinating and encouraging. We encourage you to make patent of your discoveries, and these are few steps for them. Step one is invention, understand and disclosure. Understand and disclose what you have invented. Step two is patentability search. Search a format of patented article for your own review. Step three is filing an application for patent. Browse your chosen patent authority and fill up the application. Step four is patent drafting. Draft your own patent text. Step five is filing the patent application. File your patent application to the chosen patent authority platform. Step 6 is request for examination. You have to request to examine your claim patent. Step 7 is responding to the observation. Be prepared to answer the observations. Step 8 is grant of patent. If granted, you can enjoy the patentability right and can get royalty as admissible from the beneficiary or customer within the covered area. US patent can cost more than 30,000 US dollar and European patent can cost more than 6,300 euro. If you can get a patent application accepted, Atlantic International University can as part of the patent cost associated with the patent process. Then Atlantic International University AIU is a student. We help our student in two different ways. One is editorial help and another is financial help. Editorial help include motivation, information. This include benefit, need, and quality assurance. We describe about organization and write up of your manuscript. Then we help you choosing right publisher to publish your work. Then we help you to submit your work. Then we also help to get your work accepted in different international journals. And that's exactly what we are doing by arranging online seminars or online class on journal publication in every alternate week. Then we provide also financial help. Atlantic International University credit article processing cost from tuition fee for the very first standard and recognized published journal article. Effectively, publication does not cost anything to Atlantic International student for the very first standard and recognized published journal article. This means if you can publish a journal article in a recognized journal by paying the article processing cost, that you can send your publication information with details, and Atlantic International University will evaluate case by case basis. And if your article is qualityful, then Atlantic International University will credit the article processing cost from your tuition fee for your very first article. So your first article does not cost anything to you because you credit from your Atlantic from your tuition fees. But we encourage you to publish as many articles as you can during study tenure, but from 2 to upward number of articles, those costs should be borne by yourself. Then, before conclusion, I would like to show you two published journal article to details. Yes. Here, two article was published under the same DOI. So our title was like this: Sustainable Treatment of Emerging Organic Pollutant, Endocrine Disruption Chemicals from Water and Wastewater, and Role of Atlantic International University Online-Based Distance Learning Education System to achieve UNESCO 2030 goal towards sustainable development. Then you need to write the author's name and affiliation. Simply write the name of the author and underneath affiliation you are affiliated with. Then in the manuscript, it is good to include your email address for correspondence purpose. Then you need to write the abstract. Always start writing abstract by introducing some interesting sentences to attract the attention of your readers. For example, here we have written complete mineralization of emerging organic pollutant, including endocrine disruption chemicals, is one of the challenges towards sustainable management practice of water and wastewater. systems. Then uh, write what you did in your research, and at the end, write the what result you get and how this result influence the work you did. Then you need to write the keywords, write at least 5 keywords. By tagging these keywords, a finder can find your article. Then you need to write the introduction. Again, start writing introduction by introducing some attractive sentences to attract the attention of your readers. For example, here we have written, sustainability means to meet the present need without compromising our future generation to meet their own need. It is rather a short statement, but it has a broad and prolonged implication in our ecosphere. Then insert at least 10 to 20 references in support of your organic scholarly argument. For example, here we have inserted many references in support of our scholarly argument that we typographically described in introduction section. And don't forget to write the aim and purpose of your research before ending the introduction. And for example, here we have written, aim of this study is to optimize process variable, including spurge size to introduce right load of ozone for emerging organic pollutant as well as endocrine disruption chemicals mineralization. Then we have written the purpose. The purpose is to deduce flexible, reliable, and effective treatment method by incorporating the ozonolysis technique. Then you need to write the problem description, describe the problem you face in your research. Then you need to write the objective of your research, write at least 3 to 5 points. Each point should not be more than 15 words long. Then you need to write the materials and method used, the materials and method used in your research, and if possible, include the references to establish the reproducibility of your research. And this will give you uh, authentication if your method is referred by appropriate references, because it will means that the method you used have already been published elsewhere. Then you need to write the results and discussion. Divide the results and discussion in different subsections and give a caption or headings for each subsection. And use graphical and tabular presentation and end up with logical interpretations. Then after that, you have to write the conclusion. Again, you start writing conclusion by introducing some interesting remark to attract the attention of your readers. For example, here we have written optimization of factor affecting ozonolysis kinetics of diclofenac sodium, namely the concentration of initial substances, temperature of the system, and spark jar effect has been carried out in this study. Write what you have done exactly in your research and include the significant results and findings you have achieved in your research paper. And before ending the conclusion section, don't forget to write the future direction of your work. For example, here we have written like this. However, this kinetic approach is not sufficient to mineralize pollutant completely from the water and wastewater. Nevertheless, this information are essential for modeling, simulation, construction operation, and sustainable performance of plug flow ozone membrane reactor, which were addressed in our successive research. Our second article also contains the same content. For example, it has a heading, then tag, then 5 keywords, then introduction, then problem description, after that objective of research, then methods, then results, and discussions, conclusion, and reflection. This is how journal articles like. Before conclusion, I would like to open the floor to the audiences to put me the question. I will be happy to answer a few questions, but please try to ask me relevant questions that will help you to write up a manuscript and that will help you to publish your work in a recognized channel. So please raise your hand and then the host will unmute your microphone and you can ask a question. Anybody have any question on journal publication? Any question? One has written, please sir, kindly email us this, my email address. But you can download today's resource material from the chat option. So one has raised a hand, Mr. Sharawi Al Kamil. Mr. Sharwari Al Kamil, please unmute your microphone.